I think, and this is very unfortunate for Moog, but I think it goes off and goes out well. But because I don't have a good connection with Moog, like I don't really know Moog super well. We haven't had.
You guys
like
also had that spat, right? Where he was
we
like,
had a spat.
"Yeah, you just, if you can't have it, you just take it, huh?" So yeah.
So I think, I think I just don't see his woundedness. I think he just doesn't even register for me.
Okay.
So yeah. Could it be? No, I think because it's a 98, it would just be that. Like, I wouldn't get anyone else's information. I think I would just be like, oh, I guess everyone's perfectly fine, and then continue on.
Yeah. Or,
sorry, Moog, you're gonna die.
He did just do a cool move.
I also do like the idea that your scan isn't necessarily like always related to like, who's injured the most. Like, I imagine that you're looking at Moog right now. Like, can he handle this by himself? Oh yeah, he's fine. Right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of that situation rather than realizing that, oh no, he's actually in grave danger.
I like it better. Like in game, it would be much more organic. So it'd be me looking at everyone to see like what I think about it, instead of being like, I have figured out that they have 5 hit points. So.
That also has just reiterated something to me. I think the tier 3, you looking around the room and getting all the stats from everyone, is actually fine for a tier 3 ability because you're using a turn to do it. Yeah. So I think that's fine. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So you may have that ability, but we'll be at tier 1 for now until you use it and succeed and get cool rolls and stuff. Okay, awesome.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes!
Just because, like, when I was reading, like, it's the thing with D&D where you're like, how does everyone look, to try and figure out who you need to heal as a cleric? And it's like, it would be so much better if I could know.
I can see with my eyeballs how hurt you are. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So okay, cool. Thank you. I think I'm gonna like slowly like strafe over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, you know what? Cora. Cora is not moving, right? At all?
Nope. And I actually don't know if anybody recognized that she was paralyzed by the bell last time. I believe some people did, but it's not. I don't remember who it was. So if you
realized
door,
yeah.
I think my 98 would not tell me anything. Like if I'm looking at people, I feel like I've like completely missed the boat on reading the room. So I'm going to move towards Esteban instead.
Okay. Perfect.
That's it for me. Thank you.
Okay. The many-eyed herald, we'll say that. He still has the blindfold on, but he has many, many eyes on his chest. He is going to move now. Esteban, you have your defenses up, right?
I'm defended right now.
Yep. So this thing is going to attack you. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So
does he move up to me?
He does not move.
Okay.
He does not get closer. A sound is gonna like split, and I think it's like so loud and high pitched that, when you flinch, you look around maybe like this should shatter glass, but it doesn't. His eyes, if he had them, would be boring into you. So unlike the other one where he leaned into here, this one is focused on you as if it can see you. It opens its mouth very, very wide. Its jaw actually detaches a little bit. It opens a little too far. And this shrill rising sound comes out of its mouth as it shrieks at you. This violent scream erupts inside your skull as it tries to attack you. However, I believe you're still defended. So you only take one damage instead of 2 if you fail this defensive roll. So go ahead and roll. Yep.
Well, it's a partial success.
Partial success. Yeah, because the difficulty was 30. Okay, so you are going to take the 1 damage instead of the 2 that this ability normally does.
But I'm defended, so does that? It's just minimum of 1, even if I'm defended. Okay,
because defended is you remove 1. Yep, because they hit you.
Right, but it's partial. Yep. So so if I wasn't defended and it was partial, it would be 1.
No, it'd be 2.
So partial doesn't reduce it.
Not right now, no.
Okay, cool.
Because it's not technically. It only says partial because that's from the Kingmakers thing. it's not actually a partial because you've got the 30 and we are doing standard difficulty versus
okay,
your
and it's
own
not my magic.
sliding
it's
scale.
like
Yeah.
50. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I am
see what
going
you mean,
to
but
take
yeah.
a reaction of Umbral Rebuke.
Yep. Okay.
So I kind of like I bend over. I think I grab my head and I kind of like I'm making some horrible, disgusting noise I personally don't want to make right now, so I won't do it. But while that's happening and something hits me, just one of these tentacles just like immediately like whips forward and like smacks into the skeleton. I think probably
now
at its mouth where it looked like it was coming from.
Now, I apologize because I wrote this ability and I know what all the tiers are. I'm pretty sure you have tier 3 on your defender, right? No, on your
tier
defender.
Tier 3 on my defender, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to roll until you're attacked, which is right now, right?
It stays up unless... Oh, that's true. I have to... Well, so that's the defender thing, yeah.
Yeah.
This was my Umbral Rebuke, though.
Yeah, so your Umbral Rebuke will go off, but you were still...
Okay, but this is defender. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
right.
I think you want to roll to keep your defender going.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just because it's the room, it's still 30, right?
Yep.
He's a tentacle tank.
98. It's
So
gone.
the defender goes down when this happens. Yep. But you do successfully rebuke. I'm so sorry. Tell me again, your rebuke, it takes the damage instead of you, right?
No. So what happens is I think the ones that were up, I think they hit and they go down because they go out and they go after this thing's face, and it does. It takes 1 damage.
Okay.
And they have to roll, and if they roll poorly, I guess that they have to roll. You get to roll, and or I do. I don't know, but it says attacker takes 1 damage. If they roll poorly, they're blinded for 1 round.
Yes. So
the guy with no eyes will be blinded for 1 round.
Yes. Which...
Oh, he has a lot of eyes, actually.
Yeah, he has a lot of eyes. And he's looking at you as if he can see you, even though he's blindfolded.
Okay, cool.
So, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and have you roll so that we can see it on the screen for him. So difficulty 30. Or you can just roll a flat D100.
I did it anyway. 51.
51. So he fails.
Excellent.
So he now has this. What does it look like as he's blinded from your magic, though?
Okay. Well, he. I guess he looks like he's seeing from his eye sockets, though, right?
Yes, he looks like he's looking right where you should be.
Then I think it's that when they go around, they wrap around his skull, and it's like covering his eyes. So it's kind of this, like there's like a void space in front of him, so he can't see past it.
Yep.
So they're literally like from my back, wrapped around his skull.
Okay. And it's the same shadowy bit of your tentacles.
Yeah, it's just kind of flowing. It like moves like water, kind of.
Okay. We're going to go top of the round now. It is Stalker's turn. However, we do hear the bell chime twice now instead of once. Rings and then rings again. And the blue aura around the room fades away and switches to red. And we now see that happening here in the middle. Okay, the red comes up and then fills the whole space until you are now, everything's kind of got this reddish hue. And then the red ones is staying lit. Stalker, it is your turn.
Yes. Oh, I had an idea and I was ready, and now I have a different idea.
Thank you for keeping us informed. Let's go. What's your idea?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Do you think that I have something in my toolkit?
What is it?
That would render someone unconscious?
I don't think you do right now because I gave you these abilities with the hope that you would do that.
Right.
Yeah, because I know you and I think it's fucking sick as hell to do it. However, someone else might be able to help you with that. Synergy, party synergy and all, you know? Just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know that it's potentially available.
I'm going to take a round. Oh, well, first I have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is unconscious the same as sleeping?
No.
Okay. In that case, I am going to... Can I take a round to, like... prepare myself?
Yes, as in give yourself a shift for the next turn.
Teacher,
Yes.
I do want to bring up that there is a available weapon on the battlefield as you are Soko, a master at arms.
That is true.
If you care.
There is a scythe on the ground.
Is he calling me teacher?
No,
he
I was
calling me.
Okay.
I would never call you teacher.
Orcish focusing on that. I'm sorry. Did somebody call me teacher?
Teacher, rival, lover.
Sorry, did someone call Orcish teacher?
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to prepare myself. I have a kind of a question, though. Can I...
Yeah. You can send it to me in a message, or you can ask it, or...
I have an ability
Yes.
that says
Some cool
I
shit.
do a melee attack.
Yes.
It says that I do damage with a melee attack.
Yes.
That's the ability. Does that mean that I don't have to roll?
No, you still roll, because if
So I
you
still roll.
if you critically succeed, you can add an extra bit of damage.
Okay, so
And if you fail,
in that
then
case,
you don't.
I would like to take my turn to prepare. Like, I'm trying to figure out where on the back of this king he's most vulnerable.
Okay, make me
My
a
sword strike.
make me a any kind of perception roll, which I think you have some bonuses too. I can't remember.
Not that I'm aware of.
Supernatural. Okay, that's a different character then. Go ahead and make me some sort of supernatural perception roll.
Supernatural perception, so
Yep.
that'd be my magic stat.
Yep, mind, which for you I think is what that is.
And what,
Difficulty's 30.
30?
Yep.
A 54.
Okay. That's fine. You can absolutely do that. I was trying to assist with something extra. So, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm still
So you're-
getting a shift on my
Yep.
next
Absolutely.
attack?
Absolutely. The roll wasn't for that. It was for something else entirely. So, okay. Yep.
All right. That's it then.
Yep.
That's all I do.
And so you can do this again, rule of threes. You can hold again next turn to give yourself another shift if you want. If you really want to power up like a crazy ability, because I know you've got one that does like 3. Yeah, exactly. You can do it. Yep, you can do that. You can DBZ it, and it'll scale. Okay. Esteban, you're up.
At this point, I'm looking around the room, and Cora's not moving, right?
Right.
Like hasn't moved an inch. Her body is
Not
in the
an
same
inch.
position.
You recognize she cannot move.
Okay, I don't know what's doing it. I think it's one of the skeletons, maybe, or the light, or something that's going on. So I'm going to use Unmake Glance, which I had used before on Hansel, may he rest in peace, to hide him from Ophidia.
Yep.
Hoping that whatever doing this is so reality looks away, so does everyone else. You erase an object, detail, a person from perception for 1 round. So I'm hoping that whatever this does, it could be one person if they stay still, which I don't think will be a problem. And so I do this. So I think I look over there, and what you hear is there's that little giggle again, and this little shadow child, just as the conduit, kind of just having been friendly and when with skeletons around with Cora before, it kind of goes over to her and then just is at her feet and then probably waves, and then just a shadow just kind of like water but pours up around her and just covers her entirely until we can see that she's still there.
Yep.
But hopefully these guys can't.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Okay. $59.
Wow, 51, 54, 59. Okay. So the only thing I was going to have for this roll is a targeted effect. Does it say anything on that thing, the ability that you need to roll? It's active, right?
It's utility.
Okay, that's
yeah.
same thing. Okay.
So
okay.
you erase an object.
So,
it doesn't say anything about roll. It says a small object, sigil, or one person if they stay still.
Would you like to burn or oblivion to succeed?
I will burn.
Okay. So go ahead and take a burn. You're going to succeed.
Okay.
And what this is going to do is it's actually you're going to watch this as you start to kind of put this shadow around her. You hear this giggling, and you can feel your body straining. Your heart is pumping, and suddenly you kind of are acutely aware of your heartbeat. I don't know if you normally are as a vampire. I feel like you might kind of be, but it's really loud. You're kind of really pushing yourself, and you're taking a little bit of that strain, and then you start to hum that sea shanty, because you need this to work, and you know that. And then you see the kind of shadowy bit stop. It recedes and then comes back and only covers her ears. Cora, you cannot hear anymore, but you can see everything.
Ooh, okay.
And that is one round for me. So
Yeah.
What was the sea shanty? Just for my immersion, can someone hum it or?
Well, if we say it now, then whoever plays the character on my flashback episode will have to learn.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can look it up. I was looking up. Yeah, we can depend on whoever wants
He was
to
just
be
being
the
a
singer.
dick and calling you out to get you to sing.
I know it's like anything but the Wellerman. Anything but the Wellerman.
Yeah.
Hear him hum.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
Don't get me
ready?
started on sea shanties. I know a bunch, and I could sing them.
Do you know ones that would have been around in the 17?
I love history.
1722.
Well, maybe.
I'll tell you what. I'll have it for next round.
Yeah. Or alternatively.
I got one on my.
Uh-huh.
Well, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. Continue.
Oh, I was going to say, alternatively, we just know that it's happening. And then when we do the flashback episode, we're like, this is the one that he was singing. But if you've got it, go for it. You can sing it for sure.
I've looked too. I've had a hard time picking. So any help
You're
is
going to have to
appreciated.
decide.
Yeah.
Okay, so Moog, you're up.
Yes, I do have a question.
I have an answer.
Where am I to notate where I put burn? I have a note.
Note
I just
will
don't know
do
where to put
for
it.
note will do for
Okay.
now, or anything on your sheet where there's a place to write.
All right, I just
Eventually,
didn't know if
when
there
it's
was-
done, you'll just have a little box that you check.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to miss that if I was just being,
So,
in the moment.
in the Discord, there is info on burn, like what happens
Yes.
to you until. Okay. But just as a refresher, do you want to read that for the audience so they understand
I
the
would
risks?
love. Hello, audience. It is I, Moog.
Moog.
I command the element of fire and know all about burn, and I'm going to read it to you right now. Burn represents the physical and mental strain of pushing oneself beyond the natural limits, a fiery reminder of desperation or reckless ambition. That was my middle name in high school, I'll have you know.
Reckless ambition.
Certainly wasn't desperation. Level 1. A lingering heat, -5%. Your hands tremble and your breath catches in your chest. It's subtle but undeniable. The first spark of exhaustion has taken root. Mechanically, for Orcish, does -5% chance of success on all rolls. Level 2, which is what I'm currently at, the rising flames, -10%. Your body protests with every move. The edges of your vision blur, and the heat is impossible to ignore. It's as though fire licks at your skin. Orcish, that does it, -10% chance of success.
You said that already.
No, that was 5%. I thought you're supposed to be good at these things.
You're saying the mechanical part twice.
Yes. If it's worth
he
noting,
ever
you say it
stop
twice.
Talking.
Have you never done a speech before?
No.
Level 3, scorching pain. I won't say it now. Sweat drips from your brow as your body feels like it's unraveling. Even the simplest tasks seem monumental. and your focus slips like sand through your fingers. Mechanics, negative 25% chance of success.
I may change that to 15. We'll see.
We'll see how
It's a
today
lot.
goes.
It's a lot. We'll
quickly
see
I
how
die.
today goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was that 3? That was 3?
That was 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Oh.
If
Yep.
you thought 3 was insane, wait until you see level 4.
Yep.
Your limbs feel leaden. Your breath comes in ragged gasps, and pain dominates every thought. Survival seems like a distant memory. Negative 50% chance of success. And finally, level 5, total collapse. The fire claims you. You collapse, your body unable to sustain the strain. Darkness engulfs your mind, and your life hangs by a thread. Mechanics. The character is incapacitated. Prolonged exposure to level 5 burn may result in death
Yeah,
if
you
not
have to-
treated quickly.
Yeah, that's changed. You roll a D100 on a table.
Okay.
And if you get 100, you fucking die instantly. If you get a critical
Brutal.
1, you stand back up and you're fine. You're back down to burn 4. Anything in between. Everything in
Yeah.
between is like how long you're out, like a week, kind of it's scaling. So yeah, basically when you hit 5 burn, you risk instant death. However, his entire class that we've built for him sort of relies on him riding that line and being at burn level 4, which gives him like beastly abilities. So
Yes,
yeah.
but also the dice rolls.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well, if
don't
you're at
like me
minus
as
50,
much.
doesn't that mean you...
Well,
I
but
would-
so for his class, it's good. So he gets buff for any of those abilities. So he just gets auto success at some point. It's crazy. I shouldn't say auto success because he can still
No.
critically fail, but like it gets to the point where he can pretty much do the fuck anything, but he can't do anything else.
It's very reminiscent, if anyone has played Borderlands 2, it's very reminiscent of the Psycho on that, where it's just explosion, die, live, die. Like, that's what it feels like reading
Yeah.
through everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it plays.
We'll see.
Okay. What were you? Oh, so I'm so sorry. What did you actually do? You read that so beautifully and I got distracted.
Oh,
What
is it
was
my
your
turn?
Yeah, it was your turn, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yep.
Okay,
And then you were
all
doing
right.
something. You were like, I'm going to do, and I was like, would you like to read that to remind everyone? Oh, no. Did we
Oh,
both
no.
forget what you were doing?
I didn't say anything. I think
Okay.
someone else was saying. Anyway, it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
All right. It is your turn.
It is my turn, but I'm just stalling at this point, if I'm being honest, because I know what I want to do. But it would almost mean certain death. But I'm very curious if this thing has any more attacks without its weapon. And I'm gathering that the one didn't. I have access to all the tiers, you said, yeah?
If it's on your
this-
sheet, you got it.
If
Yep.
it's on this description you sent over.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Shit. All right. I guess another moth's touch it is then.
Okay.
Everything's telling me not to do it, but I'm going to do it. And I roll, and then I can announce the tier, or announce the tier, then I do the roll. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to go for the tier 2 of this. And that mechanically does 2 damage, and
Yep.
it can purge burn equal to half the damage dealt.
So
I
1.
can purge 1, and I
Yep.
can get back down to 1 burn, potentially.
Okay.
All right, and it's a 30. Boop. Oh, no, wait. Because I'm at... Oh, no, I'm going to have to math now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Shit.
Well, so you
Well,
just
it's a
add
negative 10.
Yeah, so then your difficulty's now 40. That's it. Instead of 30.
But I want to make sure I'm not missing anything that is passive or not, you know? I think everything that starts at 3 for passives for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right, 40.
Oh my god!
Mr. I rolled terribly.
Give it some time. Yeah.
Holy crap! Okay.
All right.
Good lord.
So something very similar happens. Yeah. So the right hand lights up and ignites to the degree of the final result. It's on fire, and then I grab my other hand and I figure if this does damage, then 2 should also do the damage, and I grab it by the side of its head with its ears.
Oh, no!
And I want to. And I release the fire inward. I pray it does something to its hearing because it's having some issues. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's what I do. And I unleash the 2 damage, and I get rid of 1 burn on my end. And
damage down.
do I want to do this? It's stupid. Don't do it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna. Fuck. I kiss it on the forehead.
What is this? Oh, you kiss it on the forehead?
I kiss it on the forehead. If I'm holding it like this,
Yeah,
I give it a little kiss on the forehead.
Mwah, as you do this. That's so good. Oh. Oh, no.
Yes.
What does it taste like?
No. Okay, listen.
Yeah, something stupid.
Listen,
Yes.
listen.
Yes.
I'm I like this. I like that you have just basically done a somatic component. Wait. Yes. Where you have done an action, right?
Yes.
So I think typically if you repeat this, because you succeeded so well, if you repeat the kiss on the forehead when you do this, you will shift more. You'll give yourself a 5% shift if you do the kiss on the forehead. Because
On the next one?
yeah, from now on in the future,
Okay.
right? You've done this. You've done so well that now you have a somatic component. You get up to 3 for each spell that you do, right? You get 3 things that you can be doing to boost your shit. So that's fucking sick as hell.
Moog just spinning around the room the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Attacks and mwah.
It's like mwah, mwah, mwah. Both hands. It has to be exactly that what you've done here. So 2 hands over the ears and the kiss, and then you can give yourself a 5. Yep. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Okay. It is now the king's turn. So
hold on. So sorry.
Oh yes, no,
I
please
still
go ahead.
have a move action.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna run Pancor.
Yeah, you're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge.
Fuck
Okay.
out of there. I have 5 health left out of 10.
I would like to use a reaction after that.
Shit right here.
Yep, it is a new round. You may.
I would like to use. This says it's a reaction.
Yep.
I
just mean
grasping
you
elsewhere.
used one last time, so you can.
No, I know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, this is a cool thing to have as a reaction.
Yep.
I like to use grasping elsewhere. The hands of something that lives in negative space.
Yeah.
So this would be tentacles erupt from nearby shadows or cracks, grappling one target within short range. That would. I'm aiming for the one that he just ran from. That would not be short
Not
range,
that one,
right?
but the one in
Okay.
front of you. You could.
I
The
don't want
one-
to use it on that one.
Okay.
I don't want to use it
Okay.
on that one yet. Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
I will read my abilities.
What tier is that? Is that tier 1?
Yeah, tier 2,
So
it does damage.
So I would like you to try that anyway.
Okay.
Roll for it.
Okay.
You can do something else still, but if you succeed at this, then we can up the ability, right? You can get better at it, which means you
Okay,
might be
great.
able to increase the distance.
Or a tier 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. No go.
73.
Okay. Go ahead. Is there anything else you're gonna do?
No, it was a reaction, so. that
Oh
was
yeah.
it.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so it is the king's turn. So once again, we see this really strange, slow, disjointed jerking of the arm, skeletal arm, as he lifts it, and then another coin comes out, and he fluidly then flips it. It spins and lands into this collection plate, making a clattering sound. Nothing else.
I will react to that.
Sure.
And I will use Still Blade to attack King.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's unaware of me.
Yes, he is, because we did that specifically, didn't we? Didn't you? You went invisible, right?
I went invisible, but
Yep.
can they see?
I mean, you're behind him. You're behind
yeah.
him. So yeah, he cannot see
And
you
I
right
also
now.
have an aura around me
Yep.
that makes me silent.
Yep.
That's passive.
Yep. So he
Stalker's
can't hear that.
just burned from the last fight against skeletons where he like obfuscated and they were like, "Hi, buddy."
Yeah. No, he cannot see you.
Wait, they can't see me, right?
Yeah. And then this ability here, this is a reaction, your still blade? Or is it a...
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. Okay, so go ahead and roll for me.
Okay.
And you get bonuses if he can't see you, right? Or you do more damage,
So,
excuse me. It upgrades the
I
attack,
do an
right?
extra damage. But I do think I get a bonus because I was preparing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you
is
get your
it
5
40?
shift. So it's
5,
35 difficulty.
Okay. A 94 failure.
Yikes. Okay, well here, I will tell you why. Because I don't...
Uh-huh.
I think you strike true. But as you go into strike, there is a red kind of aura that appears in front of him. You will not be able to strike him right now for some reason. Your strike is true,
Okay.
but you do no damage because there's something going on with him magically.
All right.
That's
then.
what I was trying to have you roll for before. But I'll give it to you now. Okay. Cora, you're up. You can move. You can see. You can speak, but you can't hear.
Oh, I thought it was gonna take until the next
Okay.
turn.
No, he did it immediately on his turn. So you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It doesn't take time to wear off.
No.
The-
No, because I think I guess we could if you wanted to, but I wasn't going to. He covered
Oh,
your ears, so I was going to let you have it. He used his turn to give you your turn, essentially. It's kind of how I look at it. It's equal trade.
What I was planning for
Mhm.
is Belle's paralyzed me.
Yeah.
I figure that's physically, but not magically.
Yes.
So I was going to, even if I was paralyzed until the next turn when the chime goes again and like undoes the last chime's effects, I was just going to do something magical this round.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. I like this narrative change. She's still, but effectively he's protected you, because his protection only lasts for 1 round.
Oh, that's right.
So-
yeah.
Well, I was
That's why I
figuring
was-
if it would at least prevent her from being paralyzed the next round.
So
when the
that's
bell
what I
goes
was going
off.
to
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
So either
Yeah.
you get a turn now or you get a safety next turn. So if you want to do next turn, we'll do next turn. And then you can do something magically here, but your body is still.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I was thinking if I was still petrified from the second chime,
Mhm.
I could use magic now, and then if I could move after the third
Yes.
chime, I could do something physical then.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
We'll just kind of like have to manage when I'm paralyzed and when I'm not.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Wasn't planning on that with this bell. I apologize.
Well, the good thing is a lot of my abilities are magical, so
Yeah.
I can essentially do this without having to physically move.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for severed hands,
Yes.
and I want to roll first so I can then describe what happens.
Yep.
'Cause I don't know if I'm gonna get it. 61. Okay.
Yo, do you want to burn or oblivion to succeed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Which one are you taking?
Which one do you suggest?
This feels like a loaded question. I will answer you the best way I can, which is
Yeah.
I feel like you would know this. I feel like we did this in the previous fight as well.
Yeah, I just can't remember the difference.
Yep. Oblivion is like your mind and your mental state, and
Yeah.
your burn is your physical body. When your physical body gets weak enough, Ishna takes over. So if you want to
Yeah.
purposefully use burn to kind of egg him out, you can do that. Because if you hit a certain level of burn, he's going to come out and make sure nothing bad happens to you. So you can do it on purpose if you want. You can be strategic with it. But
Okay.
Oblivion keeps you safe from that if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I'll take burn then
Okay.
for it.
And you're at 1?
I'm at 1
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic.
So I imagine that I'm still standing here paralyzed, and the sounds of all of the whispering voices of the dead who have been in this room before us are still surrounding me, and I'm still hearing all of them, and feeling like I cannot move, I cannot defend myself, makes me dig deeper, and I focus on which one? You know what? I'm gonna focus on the king, actually.
Great.
And I will look across the room and look at the king
Mhm.
and send out my magic like a thread, unseen by him, until it connects with him, hopefully through the aura that's protecting him because it's magical.
Yep.
And it will enter into his head and spin around his mind, tying my mind to his. And with that connection, ghostly arms come up around his throne that he's sitting on and go to damage him.
Okay. I believe, is there a tier of this ability that allows you to give him a thought, or is that something else?
That's something else.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
all right.
I do have 2 tiers. I can do 2 damage to him with this.
Yeah, okay. So you go out, you reach out with your mind to do the damage. There is something that is protecting him in this moment, and you are unable to damage him. I think you would assume he is invulnerable right now.
Okay. Well, that's what gives us information because I saw
Mhm.
Stalker not be able to
Mhm.
attack him with the blade, and now I can't attack him with magic, so we have to do something first.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that it for your turn, my dear?
I think it's all I really can do right now because I can't move.
Okay.
Unless there's something else that stands out to me about the room, something else I hear, something else I see with Grave Tongue or something else.
I think the most that you can grab at the moment, we'll give it another turn. Like, I'll let you maybe try to hyper focus on specific elements of conversation next round. But for this round, since you've already done an action, I think that the most that you can see is there's obviously something fucking going on with this pillar. And you can't hear it, but you know that there at the top of each round there was a chime and then there was 2. And I think if you want to roll for me, difficulty 30, I can give you extra stuff if you roll really well here. 19.
Okay.
You have 12 rounds until you all die. And I don't know how you know that, but you're like the death of a god. We've got 12 steps, and these people that are standing in front of you did this once before. So that's you're looking at your future if you don't get out of this situation by round 12.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Wow. What a time to get a fucking 19, dude. Okay. And it does seem to start with Stalker. Like, mechanically, we know it's because that's the start of the round, but you can gauge, like, kind of maybe by his movements. You know, like, okay, it seems to be every minute or 2 or something like that, the bell goes off. So you essentially have like 12 minutes or something absurd. And then there's obviously something crazy with this, like, you know, pillar, and it's somehow maybe potentially connected to the other room. Maybe not. Okay. Next up is this guy. Ooh, Screecher. Okay. Screecher going in for Esteban again. And I believe you already reacted this turn, right, Esteban?
Yes, but he's blind.
That's right. That's right. That just saved your ass. Okay. He doesn't do anything. Stalker, you're up. The bell chimes 3 times. Cora,
I didn't
you are
get a
able
turn
to...
this time.
Oh,
I don't
did you
think.
not?
No, I don't think so.
Oh
No.
shit! I passed you.
No.
I'm so sorry, Constantine.
All good. All good. Okay. I saw... I'm trying to figure out what I see. Stalker. Do I see you, Stalker, near the king? Are you hidden? Like, I saw you go, but...
I've
hidden?
attacked, so yes.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
okay. Then yes,
Also,
I'm going to...
Stalker has control over this ability for his party, if I remember correctly. If he wants you to know he's there, you can. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. So it's just a simple
Okay.
question. You don't have to tie it
Okay.
to an attack. Orcish, you can just be seen or not seen.
Okay, I am then going to look at you from across the room, and I'm going to attempt to cast Permissive Sigil.
Yep. Nice.
So I'm gonna do what
Do your roll first.
Acorn did and
Yep.
do the roll first.
Yeah.
Just gonna double check if I have. No, okay. 230.
Oh my
13.
god!
Oh,
Okay.
Cool.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yes, you do this exceptionally well.
Okay. So I look at you, Stalker, from across the room, and I catch your eye, and suddenly you're kind of filled. A feeling descends over you of the like bravery of a lover. You know, like when you're first in love with someone and you feel kind of like invincible. It's like there's an invincibleness, oh my god, to how you're feeling right now. And really what it means is that you've gained defended, and you may choose to negate 1 damage intended for you.
Power of love. Oh, no. You exceeded really well.
Oh.
So we're going to bump that to 2.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Negates 2 damage?
Yep. It's going to negate 2 in the next round if you get attacked. You are protected. Or we can either do 2 damage or 2 rounds with this success.
I
It's
think-
up to you.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh,
That's
I
really
think
good.
2
That feels
rounds.
real good too. To give you the option.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that
Yeah,
per
that
round
does.
or per damage?
Because you have that as options in other ones. So yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, cool. So 2 rounds he has, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, Stalker, it is your turn. The chime goes off and the color in the bowl and the red changes to green.
Okay. I am going to do something called Whisper Hook.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
I sort of pull my cloak, and it kind of billows and floats, and as it does, I pull an invisible string and wrap it around the king's neck, and I whisper, and now I am connected to him in a way.
And this is
And
to the king.
the king.
Yep. Okay.
And I will speak to my companions. Can anyone put this creature to sleep? And that is my turn.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for me.
All right, what am I rolling?
Just your difficulty 30. We just want to see how crazy this ability is because you
Okay.
still have a chance to critically fail at it.
Okay.
Or critically succeed. Like that.
Or
Okay, so so you speak to your party and say, can anybody put this creature to sleep? As you connect with this creature's mind, with the success, I am going to give you an additional cool bit of knowledge, and that is that he's still invulnerable. You have to find a way to get his invulnerability down before you can attack him. However, he is now obviously aware of your presence because you're connected to his mind.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay, wicked. Esteban, you're up. You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
So sorry.
So I'm gonna say, well, she has her ears covered still. I was RPing.
Oh,
No.
so sorry. My
No,
bad.
it definitely
So
wasn't me
immersive.
screwing up. No, I'd never leave myself
Never.
muted. I said, Cora, can you hear? I mean, can you move?
I stare at him for a second, not knowing what he said, because
But
wait,
you're
is it gone from my ears now?
No, it's still there.
Okay,
It's
okay.
still there.
It's still
I mean,
there.
No, wait. It's the end of my. It was the end. My turn again. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
probably its hand. The little shadow child's hands come off.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, I would be able to move and say thank you. Yes, I can move.
All right. I'm.
Wait, you couldn't move?
He's standing right behind her, whispering.
Right behind you.
Yeah. Shout whispering in her
Oh
ear.
my god. Yeah, he's been hiding behind her as she's like.
Thank you for noticing, Moog.
I want to do the same
Greg got
thing.
So ticked with that. Sorry, yes. Same
I'm
thing.
going to do the same thing, but since I don't know, I guess I helped somehow, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Although it was over her head. Like,
You
the
do
thing
know
went over
why.
her arm.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I don't want you to have to use your abilities every time just to.
Hold on. Why couldn't you move?
There you go.
Yeah. It happened a little while ago. I don't know what it was from, but it seems that whenever I hear a chime or a bell, my body becomes paralyzed.
A bell. Oh, and the... Okay. All right.
Well, forgive me for this. I want to do this again, but I want to do it over the bowl. I want to erase the bowl for a round.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Insane.
It's just a bowl, just saying.
Uh-huh.
88. The bowl gets bigger.
There are now 14
It's
balls.
an 88.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we
what
just talk-
what do you think happens? I may need to come in and assist you because I know you don't know what it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I'd like to give you an option to tell me what you're thinking first.
I have a lot of thoughts about this bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move over to the bowl because I don't really, I don't really see it, and I look
Yeah.
over there and I go to do this. The little, oh boy, I'm gonna be sorry if I say this. I think the little shadow, like, it comes out to try to go around it, and he kind of just gets repelled and goes away.
Okay, I'm
And I
gonna
lose him for
come
this
in
day.
and assist you because I
Yeah.
like failure giving you knowledge at least.
Okay.
He gets on his knees and prays in front of it. He goes to stop and do the thing, but then he immediately freezes, gets down on his knees, and puts his hands in a prayer position in front of this
Holy
altar.
shit.
Yep. And I think because of the doubles, if you're cool with it, you can't use him as a reaction for this next round.
No.
Yeah, he's
That's,
stuck.
Well, he's the reaction, or I just can't use any reaction because the tentacles are my reaction stuff.
You can also use him, I think, as a reaction at some point, but maybe not. Maybe
Okay,
that's,
I mean,
maybe
I
that's
mean,
later
I think
here. That's totally fine.
No, I think you're right. I
yeah,
think you're
okay.
right, but,
Yeah,
but the
I think there's an
tentacles I can
option
still
where,
use.
like, you can use your tentacles, and if the kid is free, you can use him as well to do something.
cool.
But basically, he's out of commission for this round.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
This is no time to find religion.
Moogie, you're up.
My turn. All right. I
It's a
have...
fucking collection plate. I figured it out.
So sorry, Vin Diesel himself was right outside my window racing. The bell. We are hearing a bell. And that is taking one of our party members out of commission. Doesn't matter which way you slice it. I'm going to use tier 2 of Torchwalker's Gift, which gives me a plus 10% shift on rules requiring insight, senses, or supernatural perception.
Okay.
I want to find this bell,
Ooh.
and
Okay.
I want to fucking melt it if it's metal.
Okay. So you're using this ability to give you a shift on this roll because otherwise it'd be totally fucked. Actually, read it to me again.
Yes. Tier 2, gain plus 10% shift on rules requiring insight, senses, or supernatural perception. It says passive ability.
Okay, so you don't need to roll for that. That's a passive ability. You have this. So if you want to roll, you can do that. That's a
Yes.
passive. It's always active for you as this class.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then the
So
roll would determine what exactly that
Yep,
for
what
me.
you find. Yep. So you're going to look for
Okay.
it.
So,
Go ahead.
no, you go on. I just want to know the difficulty
What?
is
Well,
30.
What's no? Because what's your burn state? Are you at 2
It's
or
one. It's
one?
one right now because I got rid of one on the
Okay.
last one. Yeah.
So So 15. So we're gonna do 45 difficulty.
Perfect.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Oof,
Oh my
96.
God. 96. Okay.
Wow.
Here's what I will say, because again, I like failure to at least give you some knowledge. So you look around, you are looking for this fucking bell, and quite suddenly you realize as you look above you, you can kind of make out the shape of a bell, but you know that it's magically ringing. So you're gonna have to find some way, like you can't melt the bell necessarily, or if you did melt the bell, that's fine, but there's something else that's causing it to ring. Potentially.
So much for that idea.
Yeah. Potentially. Never know. You could roll really well.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Anything else?
mechanically, no, there was that investigation was my action, yeah? Mechanically?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I will also say, since this is a 96, I'm going to type this to you so you can role play it out, okay?
All right. Yep.
Just that desire comes up a little bit.
Oh.
And you can RP that out whenever you want. It's not a requirement. It's just a
right
feeling.
now. I search my pockets
Oh.
right now,
Okay.
looking, patting myself down.
Do you have anything?
Cora,
Yes.
you have like a quarter or anything?
A quarter?
Or a nickel, a penny, I don't care, it doesn't matter.
I dig around in my
Doesn't matter.
bag to see
Yeah.
if there's
Yeah,
loose
anything.
change.
Yeah, do you? I mean, we can roll for it, but also, do you think Cora would? Because I'm fine with it if you want to
Yeah,
have it.
I think so.
Yeah,
She'd dump it in her bag instead of a pocket.
for sure. You just not a penny. Oh wait, is that only Canada? I think that's only Canada. You guys still have pennies, right?
Yeah.
They stopped
Yeah.
making them
Oh, okay,
They're being
okay.
discontinued.
recently. but
Okay.
yeah, we still have them in circulation.
Okay, so yeah, you pull out a quarter
Okay.
and hand
yeah.
it to him.
Cheers. Thank you. I kind of. I don't. I'm motioning as if I'm going to talk. Do I make a wish first, or do I? It's a penny, yeah.
Quarter.
It's a quarter.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to cheat this and see if it'll allow it. There's a face on a quarter, so I grab it on both sides to give Mr. Washington a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah.
And then I toss it in the bowl.
Yep.
And I want to see what happens.
Roll for me one more time.
Yes.
This is your movement, so you can't move. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair trade?
Fair trade. Yes. And that would be
Difficulty 40.
40.
Yeah, because you're at the one burn. Yep.
one burn plus the 5. Yeah.
No, because the 5 plus was for the supernatural thing.
Okay,
This
yes,
is
yes.
something different. Yep. So you
Then
got your 10.
this- All right. So difficulty 40.
Yep.
76.
You toss the coin into the bowl. It's still a failure, but really, what I was trying to decide is if you got anything extra from this. So the moment you toss this coin into the bowl, the king rears his head back and yells.
What does he yell?
It's just a soundless or like a wordless yell. He makes a screeching sound like he's in pain or angry. And now it is the king's turn. Unless you have anything else that you want to do.
I just asked Cor for another quarter.
Yeah.
Because I'm delighted by this.
So he asks Cora for another quarter, and the king, it is his turn now, and he begins his jerky movement once again, and he flips out a
Before
coin.
he does it, I attack him.
Yep, go
Sorry,
for
with
it.
my reaction.
Yeah, didn't you use your reaction already this turn to attack?
This is a new turn.
No, it's not.
Yo, the new turn.
You did your reaction to attack,
I'm sorry,
didn't
is
you?
Greg reacting right now, or is it Greg's turn?
It's the king's
The-
turn, and Greg was...
Now it's the king.
Yeah.
It was Greg's turn, yeah.
It was Greg's turn.
So then I
Yeah.
haven't used my reaction this turn yet.
I thought you used it to attack him, didn't you?
I used my reaction to attack him last turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
What
I'm
did
the
you
top
do?
of the round, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
My turn this turn was I did the whisper thing
whi-
on him.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you're connected. That's right. Okay, yep. Do it.
But yeah, so
Roll
this
your
is just
reaction
an
attack. Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Would this be body or mind, or does it matter? I don't know. I think it's
This is
right?
body. Yep. I also think body is your magic stat, isn't it? Or no, you chose
No,
mind.
mine
Yep,
is.
you chose mine. That's okay. But yep, we'll make a body roll.
49.
49. But your what was your difficulty here? Do you have any buffs when you do this?
No.
Aren't you attached via the mind? Don't you get a buff for that?
That
Or is
does
it
not give me
only
a
when
buff
he's
for-
confused? Okay, fair enough. So you go into attack. Why does this miss? Although I will say, even though it's technically a failure, I'm going to tell you, you get knowledge from this. He is vulnerable now. You are correct. Interrupting his coin toss seemed to have done something.
Okay. Yeah, I think I notice his movement and I move into attack and I'm trying to cut his head off. But he's moving at the same time and my sword just connects with his crown. Clang! And just like sort of pings off of it.
I will offer you also, you can take a burn or oblivion to make that a success if you'd like.
No, thank you.
Okay. Then you miss. All right, it is the king's turn. He begins his jerky movement once again as he reaches up and then all of a sudden becomes fluid as he flicks another coin into the center table or the little offering bowl. And then it is this guy's turn, and I believe the 2 rounds are over for him to be weaponless, correct? Or was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it 3 or
Yeah.
2?
What'd you say the max was? 'Cause I negated the damage.
I think you took a burn to, I think you took a burn to have it be the whole 3 rounds. So
Yes.
I think it's one more round
more.
where he's weaponless. However, he does start to walk towards the weapon. But he does nothing else this turn. Cora, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to move and use my witch marked ability.
Yes. Okay, yep.
Let me roll for it first to see
Yep.
if it will actually work.
Mm-hmm.
59.
You can burn or oblivion to succeed.
I'm getting nervous, so yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'll burn
okay.
again.
Yep. Okay, so you're now at 2 burn. This is a success. What does it look like?
Okay. I look at the ground around where the heralds and the king are, and they're staying on the other side of the room for the most part. So I want to put down 3 witch marks.
Yep.
Almost as like a border between, like a line between us and them in
Okay.
front of them. So it will allow us to get to them easier from a distance away.
Okay. And this is so important to me. What does Cora's witch mark look like? What is her symbol? And if it's too much pressure and you want some time to think about it, that's fine too. But
Oh man, I don't know.
yeah, I feel like it's avian in nature somehow.
Yeah, let's just go with like a feather.
Yep.
Like a flaming red feather outline.
Yeah. Ooh, can we do, if you're okay with it, I really like the idea of the beak and then that line turns into a feather. That like top
Yeah.
line of the beak and the head and then it goes into a feather. So it's very clearly uniquely Cora's mark. So that mark appears kind of like ignites red flame a little bit underneath all 3 of them. Correct? Okay.
Yep.
You are acutely aware somehow that the king cannot be affected by that right now. Like if you were to use it, like if you were to send the trap off to do damage, it wouldn't hurt him this
Do
this
the
second.
marks persist past
Yes,
rolls?
they do.
Okay, then we'll just
So,
wait.
yep, you're there. It's a trap you've laid essentially. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was an active ability, so can I do anything else?
You can like move around if you want to, you can talk, you can do some other things too. You can also take another burn to act twice in a round.
I forgot about that.
It's okay. I'm trying to remind you guys too. I also forgot.
It was my fault. It's all my fault.
I've already taken 2 burn. I'm gonna hold on.
Yep,
Hold
okay.
off on that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so I just
Alright.
returned to the other side of the room where I started from, and that's my turn.
Okay. Perfect. Next up, Constantine.
Yes. I'm just trying to think of ways, because like so far, as far as I can see, no one has taken damage, right? Has anyone taken damage? Has anyone been hurt?
No, I have.
Yeah.
You have?
Yep.
Okay.
He screamed.
In that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I am going to rush over to you, and I will cast Sanction Touch. Healing is not a transaction. It is a moment shared. I look at you and I say, may I? With my hand out, reached out to you.
Is it like you're asking for my hand, or you're like asking to touch?
I'm asking to touch you, yeah. May I?
Yes, please. Be my guest. How could I say no?
Then I lean over and I put my hand on your neck and then trace it up and curl it into your hair. And I would like to heal him
Yep.
for as much as I can here.
So I think because you asked like first and that you guys have a gesture, you're doing that gesture, it bumps to 2, doesn't it?
It says restore 2 HP
Yep.
to a consenting ally.
Yep.
If they offer something symbolic, eye contact, physical gesture,
Yep.
heal an additional +1. So it
Yep.
would be 3.
Yep. So it'd be 3.
Yeah.
Don't let Constantine die this fight, you guys.
Oh shit!
Okay, so you can take 3 health back.
I was down.
I have to.
before.
Wait, do I not have to roll for that? I don't have to roll.
Sorry, please roll, because you can still critically fail. Like the ability is gonna do its thing, but you can still critically succeed or no. It's just for crits.
Okay.
So you do the
Okay,
ability.
okay.
We're just checking to see if you critically fail or critically succeed.
Okay.
So you do
Cool,
it.
cool.
You're gonna heal him for 3.
Pull my
Yes.
hair too
Yep.
hard. Ow!
Yep. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
So next up is top of the round. The bell chimes 4 times. Cora, you cannot move. Stalker, you're up.
Okay.
Peeves, as much as I hate to do this, the screaming guy. Did the screaming guy go?
Did I miss him? Oh, I did, because I went back and Constantine was like, I didn't get a turn. Hold on. Did I not?
I don't think he went this round because his blind would have worn off. Yeah, the eye guy.
Is he just no longer in the turn orders for some reason? Ah! He's just no longer in here. I don't know why it did that. Okay, hold on. Let me add him back in.
Eye Herald goes last, is it usually?
Yeah, it's after you guys, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's after Constantine, right? Well, it is now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
and then
Yeah.
the top of the round. Okay, so this guy is going to go. And you said the blind is off of him now, correct?
Yep, it was 1 round.
Okay, he is going to... Stalker doesn't make a sound. So he's not going to notice that he's there attacking the king. So he's going to move forward just a little bit, not a lot. He's going to try to keep his distance a little bit. And Esteban, you'll notice that. And then he's going to try and attack again for... And you guys are right next to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to choose to do AoE for less damage. So both of you roll, please.
36.
Nice.
That's
It's partial, sort of.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of. And I don't think you have a reaction, do you, to mitigate this turn?
I do this round.
Okay.
But
Your
but
kid
it,
doesn't.
no
though.
mitigate. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yep,
Oh no,
okay.
yeah, I wouldn't use that yet anyway. But
Okay,
yeah.
yep, okay. And Constantine.
Okay. Mind, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm so sorry. Yep. Okay. Anybody
I'm gonna
doing
use
anything?
my reaction
Yep, okay.
to. I'll roll for him again.
Yep.
Because for defense, for my tentacles firing back after he attacks me.
Mm-hmm.
Just a D100, right?
Yeah.
93 fails. So he's blind again the next round and takes another 1 damage.
Okay, perfect.
So it's the same thing that he hits me again. I'm grabbing my head, and then they just reach out and wrap around his eye sockets again.
Okay. Esteban, you take only 2 damage, and Constantine, you take 4.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I wanted the fight to be hard. I wanted it to be brutally hard, but not so I don't know. I may have made a huge mistake. Okay, Stalker, it is your turn.
Okay.
And now it goes, the bell goes 4 times and whatnot. And Cora can't move, and we just did a little rewind.
I'm going to move a little bit, and then I'll use Somnal Step.
Okay.
Again, so I think I do after I swing my sword and it clangs against his crown, I recover quickly. I follow through, and I go into a roll, and I roll behind him, and then I through this shadowy mist of purple and darkness. I step through and kind of shadow step behind this other creature over here.
Nice.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Esteban, you're up.
All right. I would like to use... Let me get the name of this again. My Dark Defender tentacles to shield Constantine, who I imagine looks like he just took a pretty major hit from that screen.
Yeah, what does this look like, by the way, Constantine, when this hits you? It can do physical damage, it can do mental damage, but essentially it's like this scream that kind of reverberates into your skull.
I think I have probably dropped to my knees.
Yeah.
And my hands are over my ears.
Yeah, we've got blood dripping out of the ear.
I'm shaking. Yeah, I would say blood dripping out of the ears, and then I probably look exceptionally pale and shaky and sweaty.
Yeah. So
it's tough because I think vampires we don't show a lot, right?
Yeah.
If we take
I'll be honest, this would kill a mortal for sure. Instant.
Yeah.
Instant down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
For those listening, a reminder, everybody's got 10 HP right now. So 4 is a significant amount.
Huge.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Okay.
So Constantine needs these tentacles from my back after him healing me, and then we're bent over, just kind of move out and kind of snake their way in front of him and are just kind of waving there, so you have the defended condition.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, go ahead and roll, because if you critically succeed,
yes.
you can give more defense. So if you get a 1, 11, 22, or 33, you can choose to do... Well, I should give you the option to roll. You can just do this as is.
I'm just doing it. I don't know.
Okay, you don't want to roll? Okay,
today.
I should give you the option, because the risk is you can roll
88.
to get a critical, but you could also critically fail. Yeah, okay.
Can I also have used my reaction, which I should have done first, when Stalker moves,
Sure.
when he kind of disappears?
Yeah.
I want to use my tentacles to try to grab that one again that he moved behind, the one that Moog was fighting, to hold it in place.
Oh, yeah. So this one is out of your range technically, but you can still try, because if you critically...
Yes, like last time, yep.
Yep, okay, so...
Oh, it's only a critical one.
It's 1, 11, 22, or 33, because this isn't part of your rule set.
I gotta move over there. Okay, no,
Okay.
I'm forget it then. I'm not gonna do it. I forgot. It's
Okay.
just critical. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, I can move. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I'll wait, because it's a reaction.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can still do it now if you want. Yeah. You can react at any time with your own stuff too. You're muted.
Okay, now I'm within 10 feet though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and roll for your ability here. Yep, there you go. 75. Do you want to burn or oblivion to make that a success?
No.
Okay. God damn, dude. What are these rolls today? I looked, by the way, when I loaded into Roll20, and it was like just a sea of otherworldly successes from last session.
That's what it was.
Brutal.
Now we're recovering.
There's skeletal weakness.
Yep. It's skeletons. What is that? Moog, you're up.
Yes. Oh, there's so many things I could do. It's so exciting. It's a war of the possibilities with 5 HP.
And 3 burn?
And 1 burn.
1 burn. You cleared it, right?
Yep,
Okay.
I can clear my burn. Okay, so I just want to make sure there was a bit of timey-wimey stuff.
Yep.
The coin went in the bowl.
Yep.
The king screamed. Did the
Yep.
king then have a turn? Or
King had a
screamed in
turn,
pain?
and he
Okay.
flicked a coin in.
Another, oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
So his turns are the coin flicks then.
So there are, it is round 4, but there are only 3 coins in the thing.
Plus the
Plus
quarter.
yours, yeah. Plus your quarter,
Yes.
yeah. 3 of his sealed coins or whatever, yeah.
But he did not like that. And we only have a certain amount of time, and it's taken us forever just to take down Bulk and Skull. Oh, this is so stupid. I wish I could just go on a different layer. Okay, all right. Yes. Cora, do you have any more quarters?
I can fish around and see.
Yeah.
I feel
Why
like,
don't you roll a 1d12?
Yeah.
And we'll see how many you got.
yeah. Is it 1d12?
Yeah, so you do
Slash
slash
roll?
R and then space 1d12 all together.
Okay.
4. You
4.
have 4 more.
Okay.
So she fishes into her bag and is just like, and pulls out 4 coins for you, Mook, that you can take all at
4.
once right now. Yep.
Oh. I take them and I walk up to the bowl. And do I feel anything repelling me or anything?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
So there'd be nothing to stop me from reaching in my hand and taking out all the cool coins?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
She says.
There's no repelling happening whatsoever.
Yes, there could be other consequences, though. I put in a quarter. I just
Okay.
dropped in one of the 4
Yep,
that I
you
have.
just drop in another one. Okay.
Yep.
The king kind of starts moving in jerky moments here. He doesn't scream this time, but he's just kind of seems like he's stunned or disoriented.
Interesting. I yell out, I think he's stunned or disoriented or something. Someone who can attack, just attack. Please. He doesn't like when you put in American currency.
Does anyone do anything?
I would like to look at Moog and kind of stand back up, even though I'm clearly hurting.
Yeah.
He also has blood on the coins that he throws in there. Should we
Blood
not
on
put blood in the bowl?
Coins. Oh, yes, but our blood is worth something.
Something about the expression I'm seeing from the omnipotent force above us all at this current moment is telling me that we should not be doing that.
We're about to win, and we're about
Yeah.
to end it.
Yeah.
Either we're dead or we win.
It could have crazy consequences. That's all. It's a good thought. It's a good thought. It's a good thought.
Consequences.
I can't speak, but I am just going to point out as a player that he already reacted to the coins as if it's doing something, so maybe we don't need blood.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
blood makes it worse for him.
Or
Or
blood, or he takes the
worse
blood.
for us.
I
It
think
makes it bad for us.
I think the key is in what Moog said. Our blood is worth something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth a lot
At the
more
shop,
than
Sonny was
Yeah,
just
An offering bowl.
Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
give it for free.
yeah.
it's an offering bowl.
It's not our offering bowl. I should stop talking. I can't move.
You're fine. Okay, so I kind
We
of
are
just
using
feel
the
like
powers
he's
of
sensing
table
your
talk.
thought. No, because
Yes.
you two are Moog and you are connected. So I just feel like he kind of he's just talking. We don't see Cora moving. Her mouth isn't moving, but he's just responding to her. Like, it's not our offering
Yeah.
bowl. Well, but it's an offering bowl. And he's just talking to her. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on over here?
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody do anything before the next turn? Because Moog has called out for reactions.
Well, I don't have reactions on my.
You do
My ability
technically.
sheet.
Your witch thing, you can set it off now as a
I was
reaction.
going to do that.
Yep.
I was going to try that
Yep.
and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, do that. All right.
Okay.
You're going to roll for me for his defense-ish. So just go ahead and roll difficulty 40.
Still mind.
Yeah.
Okay. 39.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hell
okay.
yeah.
That was for him. The
Yeah,
king?
that's for him.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's
so
stupid.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But that's okay because I think you still do damage no matter what anyway. So this,
Okay.
you're only setting off the one trap, right?
Yes, under
Okay.
the king.
Does it tell you how much damage it does on there?
It says,
Like what tier you're at?
no.
Okay.
It's just I leave behind the marks up to 3, and they can trigger effects later.
Yep. Okay. So I'm still going through the effects, but we're just going to do damage here. So you're going to do, you can either do 3 damage or you can do inflict a kind of like an effect or confusion or some sort of debuff for 3 rounds. It is your choice. However, I will say that you do feel like from Moog flipping the coin, if you were going to do damage, now would be the time to do that.
I wanted to see if it would let us penetrate the protective aura. So yeah, damage.
Yep. Okay. What does this look like as you effectively strike this thing for 3 damage?
I kind of feel like it would be. I have a feeling like the symbols would be on the floor, but still magically connected to me, almost like I was holding them with like a magical grip. And so
Yes.
for one of them, I just let it go, and it goes off underneath him.
Yeah. I imagine Cora breaking a finger that doesn't actually like permanently break, but I just imagined you like holding like you held up your hands just now, like for the 3, and then maybe you grab the 3rd one and you just kind of like bend it unnaturally. It doesn't actually do damage to you, but
I can't move though.
Oh,
Maybe
that's right.
Magically, it would. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking, like in my head, in my magical space inside my head, I
Yeah.
feel like the magic would be like a magical grip.
yeah.
And I'm holding them until they go off. And so one of them, I let it go.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that's when it goes off.
Yeah. So you're just kind of, oh, you know what? Like the doors in the previous episode where you kind of had like this string sort of thing that you sent out. It's like that where you just kind of find the string and then you pull it and then let it go. And then
Yeah.
the trap goes.
Like a
That's sick as
fuse.
fuck. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay, super cool. So that goes off. The king will stumble back. You will hear the jingle of these coins as they kind of like rustle around. Nothing drops to the ground, or no coins fall or anything like that. But he is very clearly hurt and struck by this. And all of a sudden, it goes dark. The pedestal is no longer lit up with the greenness, and there's no longer green hue in the room. It's just nothingness. The room is back to when you first enter it, which is just incredibly dim. And now it is your turn again, Cora. Wait, is that right? Hold on. No, it's this guy's turn. Why are these guys fucking disappearing from the turn order? No, they're not. Okay, I'm so sorry. Cora, it is your turn, actually, instead of the
okay.
reaction.
Okay. What does the king look like he's doing now?
He is recovering from what you just did to him. He's like stumbled back. He's not really. You fucked him up in a nice big hit. He doesn't look like he's gonna fucking die or anything, but like you definitely, he was not expecting that.
Okay. And something I'm trying to figure out, and this can be like a table question. The chime and the coins seem to be separate. The coins are not causing the chimes. It's the turn order, and when we get all the way around, then it's like a turn chime thing. So they seem to be separate, right? But the king is also throwing the coins in the bowl for a reason.
It's a shield, I think.
Oh, it must
it's
be a
making
shield.
him immortal.
He's making offerings to something that's giving
Yes.
him power.
Giving
Yeah.
him protection. Okay.
And
Oh, and-
we counter offered it, so it
Oh my God. And-
balanced it out.
By putting in fake offerings, we're devaluing the actual offering or negating it
Yeah,
or
like the
something.
protection or something.
Yes, as in the 12 steps.
Or we're offering
mock-
the
Wait,
same thing.
Moog,
Yes.
do you feel any protection?
Do I
since you
feel any
put points in the
protection?
bowl?
That's a good question. Do I feel? Oh, narrator.
Please roll for me.
Oh, right. Okay.
Difficulty
So
30.
30, but it's -5,
Yep.
yeah?
So difficulty
But
20.
plus 5. Because I still
because it's
have,
supernatural perception.
well, then, because I don't know if you would allow this,
Mm-hmm.
but I did technically kiss Mr. Washington on the forehead while holding him on either side of his head.
Yes, that did do something, but
Okay.
it's not this.
Not the 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. So then, I'm sorry, you said 25 then, yeah?
Yep. Oh
Okay.
my god, that's so difficult. You don't care. You're just.
A 5.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
I am immortal.
Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, never tell me the odds. Okay.
This is the first time we've seen Moog fight or do anything really
Yeah.
major
Yeah,
magical
this
here
is
too.
crazy. Yeah. So, you have a choice. I don't know how you know this, so you're gonna have to explain this. But with this 5, there's no way I can't give this to you. When you toss the coin in, you can choose to take his shield and take it away, or protect yourself or someone else.
But he would still have the shield if I'm protecting someone
If you're
else. yeah?
protecting somebody else, he still has the
Ooh.
shield. Yep.
Oh, fuck.
It's your it's
Actually,
a
you know what?
choice. It's PBU,
Wait,
man.
wait,
You
wait,
get
wait,
to
wait,
choose.
wait.
Yep. Sorry.
What's happening?
So when he tossed the coin in, he knows he can make a choice between dropping the shield, or
Yeah.
he can shield himself or someone else for a turn.
Moving the shield.
Yep.
Okay.
And he does know that it is every time he's tossing a coin, he is shielding himself for that turn. He's making himself invincible for the turn.
It's okay, so it's only for myself, the shield then. I
You
can't,
can choose
like-
to put it on Constantine
I
or
can.
somebody else, any of your party members. Yeah, but I meant the
Yeah,
king.
Constantine.
What he's been doing is he's been giving himself invincibility with that coin
Yeah.
toss. Yep.
Yes, but if I
he'll
keep on
keep
doing
it.
that,
Yeah.
then
As long as somebody interrupts, right? So it's
Y-
going
y-
based
okay.
on whoever put in the offering last. So what's been happening is you go right before the king goes. So you toss that offering in, and they have until his turn when he tosses to do damage. So really, you would want potentially somebody very early tossing a coin in
yes.
Okay. So
so that you can all do damage.
I want to try something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it is technically my turn now.
Yep.
And if we need to like carry over anything from Moog's coin, we
Yeah.
can.
Mhm.
If there's still like a shield to be discussed. Okay.
Yep.
I really. Wait, is the king open to attack now?
Yeah, he's staggered.
He
You
should
you,
be,
you
yeah.
attacked him.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Yep.
I want to roll for this and
Yep.
see what happens. Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Okay. 38. So I still can't move,
Yeah.
but like we've established, I can still use my magic without
Yeah.
moving my physical body.
Yeah.
So after Mook said whatever he did about the coins and how it affects the king's defense and everything, I will reach out with my magic with Possession Spike. And I want to ride the mind of the king for a split second while he's staggered and disoriented,
Okay.
and magically whisper a sentence into his head.
Oh my God. What are you saying?
I've already thrown the next coin.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That was such a cool big brain play. I'm fucking crying. Okay. Oh my God.
Dude, that was crazy.
That's so cool. That's like I open a door levels for me. That is
Yeah.
fucking so satisfying. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, are you doing anything else on your turn? Not that you need to. Please. Sick.
I can't move still, so I think I'm good.
So I love that everyone's gonna think this is Mook and not you at all, including Mook. He's gonna be like, yeah. Oh shit. Okay. All right, Constantine, you're up.
Okay,
fuck,
I have
dude.
a question.
Yeah.
I don't think I can. I'm fairly certain I can. I can't. I mean, I cannot heal myself. That's right. Right?
No, you
We
can.
decided
I-
early on that I couldn't, right?
Okay. I think I gave you
Or-
abilities that could heal yourself.
Yeah? Okay.
I think you can use your healing on yourself because otherwise you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
mean
yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah,
campaign that would be fucking debilitating. However,
Yeah, okay.
hold on.
Yes.
I
yes.
really like it when people get creative and narratively, like kind of, cripple or debuff themselves.
Yeah.
So if you want to not be able to heal yourself, we can do something crazy like I will allow you to take that, but then we do something else like you do double healing on everyone else. I will offer you a pact if you want.
Yeah. It's a delicious sounding pack.
Yep.
The problem is I'm very concerned that I actually will die if I'm unable to heal myself
Yep.
because there's no one here who can heal me. And
Don't forget you also have your vial too. I just remembered that. That's not related to
yeah.
anything except that you do still have that ability to kind of boost your shit.
I can protect you as well. However, for only
protection is yeah.
So you
the
have-
thing is like
You do have a lot, and this is just not me trying to influence you. This is me letting you know what some of the other abilities are, because you would be able to do this.
Yeah.
Look and share character sheets if you wanted to. But there are abilities in the party where they negate damage done to you. So you don't need to heal
Okay.
yourself if you're being shielded, but it does rely
Right.
on you being shielded.
okay, here's the problem though.
Yeah.
That relies on other people using their turns to protect me when they could be using their
Or
turn
reactions.
to killing this
Or
thing.
reactions,
Yeah.
yep.
Or reactions.
Yeah, because some of the shielding is
No.
just a reaction that, like,
Okay,
when you get
you know
hit,
what?
they stop it from happening. Yeah.
I'm doubling down. I think we talked about the
Yep.
fact that I cannot heal myself. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yep.
I can't heal myself, but I can be healed by things later on. Like I can heal myself out of combat, for example,
Yes,
by taking
okay.
care of myself
Yep.
and like taking the bath. Remember we did
Okay,
that whole
yep,
thing
yep,
where
yep,
like
yep,
I
yep,
healed
yep,
from
yep.
taking a bath.
Okay,
So
write a note
I'm
down
not in
because
a
I'll
posi-
add that to your
Yeah.
sheet. I'll add that as a passive ability that you get, like a recovery.
Yeah, it's like a long-term recovery though,
Yep.
right? Like, and which makes total sense. Like, that I can't just heal myself now, but
Yeah.
you know, it's that thing. Okay, I have to like replenish the well.
Yeah.
Does that preclude from this deal that you would like to make with me?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could, no. I mean, we can do that. We can say that
Yeah?
you get
Okay.
a passive that you can do, but during battle, you can't heal, but you can heal double
Yeah.
during battle if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be an equal trade. If you're not
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
heal yourself, but you're able in battle specifically, but you're able to heal outside of it by doing a ritual that takes time, then you should get something for that. You should be rewarded for narratively sticking true to your character. And I think this is an excellent reward.
What if it's something like I don't heal double? Because then I would just be healing double in combat all the time. Oh, then
Yes.
sorry,
'Cause you
I'm just
can't
like
heal
trying-
yourself, right?
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
trade. Where's that healing going? It's got to be an equal trade. It's got to go somewhere else. So the healing that
Well, maybe-
you would do on yourself. Ooh.
Yeah, maybe I get a second wind. Like maybe if I hit 0, I get one more turn.
So
It's like-
something else happens when you hit 0 that I'm not revealing to you
okay.
guys yet, but it doesn't mean you're
Okay.
dead. So don't worry.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, never mind.
Yep.
What were you just oohing about?
Well, I was thinking like we could do like a banking thing,
Yeah,
where
okay.
healing, you roll to heal yourself, but
Yeah.
you can't heal yourself, and then you've just got that healing floating that you can apply to somebody else.
Ooh,
Yeah, instead
that's
of
fun.
you doing double healing, you'd still have to
Yeah.
roll to heal yourself, but then you can apply it to someone else.
Okay. Okay. I would imagine that would have to be like a bonus action though, because then spending a whole action
Should be a
to
reaction,
heal my-
but I
Yeah,
think
okay.
I think you can heal on reactions anyway. I think you should just do double healing on
Okay.
any of your party, or
Okay.
anyone.
Yeah,
really.
okay.
If you wanted to heal skeletons, you could do that too. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. So it's
Yes.
my turn.
Mhm.
I am going to scuttle away from
Like a little crab.
as far, like a little crab. I don't know why that was a crab sound, but sure.
It works.
I saw Esteban get hurt again.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that the consent stands for. How does the consent stand for the I'm going to assume that consent stands for the combat. Like, he already gave me his permission.
Yep.
So I'm going to do sanctioned touch again.
Yep. You need to touch him.
Oh, yeah.
They got hurt the last round too, right? When you got nailed.
One
Yeah,
of you
exactly.
motherfuckers has an ability where your distance is no longer an issue. I don't know
It's
if
me.
it's you, so you don't
It
need to
is
touch
me.
him.
No, well, it's on permissive sigil, though. So
Oh,
I
okay.
no longer
All
need
right.
to touch. But maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
I will do that. I will give permissive sigil to Esteban. So now
Okay.
you have defended.
Excellent. And as are you.
Nice. And you
Yep.
can negate one. Yeah, you can negate 1 HP of damage if
Okay.
you get hit.
Awesome.
And then if you get hit again, I will have to heal you next turn for sure, 100%.
Now, you can just do this, or you can roll to see if you critically succeed, but you can also then critically fail.
Yeah, I'm scared to roll right now,
Yep,
so I'm
okay.
probably going to leave it.
Sounds good. You have
Okay.
done the thing. And now it is my turn. And by me, I mean the Blinded Herald number 2 is going to shuffle forward and attack Moog. Moog, go ahead and roll your defense.
What did I ever
Either-
do to
either
you?
Body or magic, your choice.
Magic. And it's a -5 shift. And so it'd be 25.
Yep.
Oh, 100.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
No.
No. Can
No.
I burn? Can I burn?
Yeah. Or no,
Burn,
not
burn,
if it's
burn.
not if
Hold
it's
on,
100.
hold on, hold on.
100.
Hold on,
Not if
hold
it's
on, hold
100.
on.
Yep.
I'm
yep.
pausing.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
I have things. Let me just
Yep.
double check my things.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Shit,
god.
no, fuck, no.
Yeah, I think
oh, no.
I think
I
the
don't think
100 and the 1 overrule everything. I think, but if you've got bullshit, now's the time to look. Jesus Christ. Oh no. How much hit points do you have left, Moog?
5.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Moog, do you still have the voodoo doll?
Nope. So, I mean, it's in existence, yeah, but I don't have it any longer. It was
What do you mean?
Oh yeah,
taken from
you-
me when we got ejected.
Because we got.
They gave me something because Gunnar and I broke the shop.
Yeah, but wait. Did you leave the doll in there to get out of the shop?
You said
He took it
no,
from
you
you.
used it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Yes,
But it's
he
still
does
out
have
there.
it. Yeah, it's still out there. Okay, but you could still use it. It's still out there. It exists.
It's still connected.
Oh, it's on,
Yeah,
it's
it's
on
still
a
connected.
proximity thing.
There's just
used it
no.
once,
it's not
right?
proximity. Yep.
And you
well,
You used
I
it one time. Yep.
There
for
was
n-
one use left on it because Sunny kept on doing shit to it
Yeah.
to show that it would work.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he
Sorry.
did it once. I don't remember.
I think
you
you have a
have it
couple
written down.
uses
Two.
left on it, but yes, you could do it. That is very clever.
Clever. So there's very.
I will-
everyone.
Can I negotiate? Wait. So
Yes. Now's
have
the
it?
time to negotiate, and everyone,
Yeah.
please negotiate, or we're gonna see what happens when you.
There's two
When
out
you
of
die.
5 uses left on it.
He's
Okay,
also
in
the
my
guy.
notes.
I'm sorry, the guy's blind this round.
Yes,
'Cause
I know.
I hit him last time.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Still okay.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Wait, but when he was blind, he couldn't attack me before. He didn't
That's
attack.
right. That's right. He didn't attack. That doesn't mean he couldn't.
okay.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
Moog is at the altar,
Oh.
so there is a reason. I promise.
Okay. We're scrambling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Now's the time to fucking lawyer. Let's go. I really
have-
don't want him to go down.
I have a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It is called refusal.
Yep.
You speak for the voiceless, and the universe listens once.
Yes.
Target an enemy's ability. If it
Yep.
would impose a condition, stun, fear, bind,
Yeah.
you may declare they do not consent.
Yeah.
It's
So-
only used once per session, but
Yeah.
What if I, in tandem, grab the vial of blood on my neck and I use every charge of it that I have?
Exactly what I want. Okay, but you got to roll. You got to roll for it, and you got to
Yes,
succeed
okay.
difficulty 30. You're using everything
Okay.
to push your ability beyond its normal limits, beyond what's written. But that's still
Can
possible.
I negotiate further?
Yes. Always.
I have a 5 shift on
Yep.
all rolls dealing with Esteban and Cora.
I was
Moog
just
is
gonna say
Cora's.
that. I was just
Moog
about to say
is
that.
Cora.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
okay.
I accept. Gavel, go. What else?
Okay, so 30. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm trying real hard. Okay, so difficulty, that makes it difficulty 35, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay,
So
here we
wait,
go.
so you want to
Yeah.
Just
you
some
want to
lower damage?
be like we need to be clear. You're trying to negate
Yes.
the damage or lower it or just turn that critical into a not critical. What's happening here?
I'm trying to negate the damage. So I'm trying to take the imposing a condition,
Okay.
stun fear bind,
And change
turning
that
it
into pain,
damage.
physical pain. Yep,
Yes.
totally makes
yes.
sense.
Using
Totally
my vial,
doable.
which means
Okay.
that it is completely negated because I would say he does not he
And
does
you're
not
using
consent.
all of your vial to do
Not
it.
at all.
So yep.
All of the vial.
Yep.
We need the buses.
We're gonna do
We need the
difficulty
buses.
35. Buses in the fucking
Okay.
chat, guys. 35%
Okay,
chance,
3,
man. This is
2,
no.
1.
I can't look.
36 partial success.
Wait, was it?
No, it's 35.
It's 35. That
35.
doesn't work.
It's
That's
just
it.
barely a
You just
failure.
missed.
No. Can we do something else?
You want to take an oblivion?
I'll take an oblivion.
Yeah, or a burn?
I can try something too.
Yeah. What do you want to try?
I used my reaction this turn. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
I'm going to take an oblivion
Yep.
because
I feel like
Yeah.
this might be more than one though, because normally the oblivion just lets
This
you
is
kind of
huge,
turn
yeah.
something into a success, but you're doing something that you can't normally do. So I think you would want to do 2 here. That's my instinct, but I don't know.
Yep, I'll do
Yep,
2.
yep. Okay.
I just need to double check something.
Okay.
And that's to be a success or to re-roll again?
That's a success. That
Okay.
we're not doing rerolls with a
is
burn
definitely
oblivion.
fair,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
I
2
need to read-
succeed is good.
I need to read the oblivion rules now.
Yep.
Because I believe this puts me at 3.
Okay.
Since we did a shift on this, can I
Yeah.
take one of the oblivion?
Oh
him?
man.
Can she just take one oblivion just to do like it partially, like reduce the damage by like 1 or something?
Yeah, if you want, you could do 1 oblivion and do. But this felt like she was doing a Hail Mary.
I want
She
to
was-
do the
yeah,
whole
she
thing. Yeah, I'm
wants to do
doing
the whole
full
thing.
Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I want
This
him to
thing's
not,
coming
because
in
he's
with
gonna
6
die.
damage. He's gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
Why is it
absolutely
6
gonna go down.
damage?
Because he rolled a 100. He critically failed, so his
Double.
damage is double.
You specifically said crits only add 1 damage.
No.
Start of this.
Not 101s. Not 101s.
101
Okay.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will take 2 oblivion. I
Yep.
mean,
Unless I can take 1.
do you want, what would that put you at though? That would put you
1?
at, oh, you have no
I have
oblivion.
zero
And a
oblivion,
couple
yeah.
Yeah.
But you have 2 burns.
I have 2 burn, yeah.
She has burn, yeah. Does that make sense narratively for her to take some of it?
Well,
yeah,
I can
you're
imagine.
connected with the
shift,
shift.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
it's
will
almost
allow
like
it.
I imagine like we did all of this, all of these elements, this Hail Mary action.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Constantine is the one that's casting it, then it would be just falling short. Like you're coming up to the edge of the roof and you're about to like
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
And just pulling a little bit more from one of us. And so
Yeah.
it could be for me.
I would also allow it because if Moog goes down, something bad happens to you, and you like
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that
exactly,
intrinsically
exactly.
that you're
Yeah.
like,
I
I'm
would-
not going to let that happen. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And since
Okay.
like maybe even like I magically feel this, and so since Constantine's thing is like consent, maybe
Yeah.
I take some of it from him before he's able to take both Oblivion.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm good
dig
with
it.
that if you're good with that,
Yep,
because
I'm-
that does
I'm
save
good
me
with
from
that.
having 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, I have blood pouring out of my ears, and my hair is duller, and I am not shining as brightly as I normally do. But when this thing comes up to you, Moog, I look at it and I raise my hand and I say, "He does not consent."
Oh my god, bro. Okay. Damn, dude.
Also, I think the vial just like shatters
Yeah.
in my hand,
Yeah.
right? Like there's,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
crazy. Okay. Next up, then, it is Stalker's turn.
Before the end of the round, I'll use my reaction
Okay.
to attack this guy.
Which guy?
The guy I'm standing behind.
Doesn't your reaction have a trigger? Oh, no. No,
This
not
is
this one.
reaction.
This is your ability, right? Your blade? Your still blade?
Yeah.
I just, in my head, I think Stalker is a reactionary fighter, right? Like, of course you have the ability to fight on your turn, but to me it makes sense that you're just like, somebody fucking moves an inch, damn, they're stabbed. Okay, so go ahead and roll for me, please.
All right.
I think this does
Ooh, I hit a 30 right
30. Okay,
off. So
that's fantastic.
That's 2 damage.
Yep. Does,
He's not aware that I'm there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to immediately attack for my turn.
yep, okay, go for it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But I get 35 because I used
Yep.
the walking thing, and it gives me a +5.
Yep. Fuck yeah.
A 30 again.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I
Oh my
don't
God.
mean to yell, but like, how did you roll 30 twice in a row?
Yeah, can you describe how
Because I
fucking cool
killed
this
it.
is?
I think because I killed
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh my god. Okay. Describe. So you're doing 2 more damage as well, right? Yes. Okay. So you're doing 4 total in this moment.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just 1 more damage. I'm just attacking
Just say
it.
yes.
I don't have anything special.
Oh, you're doing your regular attack. Oh yeah, your regular
Yeah, I don't
attack
have
does 1.
any. I don't have
you're
any
right.
attack
yeah.
abilities
yeah,
except for my reaction.
Yeah.
But he
Okay.
did roll 2 30s.
Yep.
But I did roll 2 30s in a row.
Okay.
I feel like I kill it.
I'll allow you to have
You
2
just wanna let
damage.
me kill it.
How do you kill it?
Yeah. I think I come
Say it
out
slowly.
of the
Hold on.
Remember, I brought down my sword and it clanged off the crown of the king. And I twisted my shoulder. I went into a roll, and smoke and purple mist sprung up before me as I dove through it. And out the other side, I came behind this herald on the other side of the room. And I completed my roll, came up, and did an upward slash with my katana, hamstringing it, bringing it to its knees. On the back turn, I strike with my katana again, severing its head from its body.
Okay, these.
As its
Oh, go ahead.
dusty head falls to the floor, I look to my companions and say, absolutely nothing.
As this skull kind of rolls on the floor, you will see where its dark sockets, where it is bleeding. It is like crying tears of blood. And it falls limp and stops moving entirely. Esteban, it is your turn.
Seeing that and knowing that
Yeah, I would just like to
Go for
say
it.
I feel like everyone knew what was about to happen to Moog just then. And then Constantine smashed the vial against his chest and stopped that from happening. But Constantine looks like right fucked a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Was there a chime too, by the way?
Oh, yes, at the beginning of the round. Yes, it is now round 5.
Okay.
There is a chime that did go off.
Okay.
And
King hasn't thrown again.
he hasn't thrown
And
again,
he-
but he did throw
but he
this
still-
last time, right?
No.
This is gonna-
because
She said I've already thrown the next one. So I think that means he threw this time. But
Moog
not
interrupted.
Or no,
Moog went
yeah,
before
Moog
the
interrupted.
king and
You've been
He
doing
threw
da-
it,
he's
Moog did
been,
the
and then
thing.
you did your
Yeah.
witch
So
thing
he's
and did
still
damage.
vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the room is still the same. It's dark. That kind of gives away a little bit of that mechanic, but that's fine. All right.
At the end of my turn, I would like to sprint over to the king.
Yeah.
And on my way there, I'm pretty sure I step on the skull.
Okay.
Do
You
I
just
crush it under
yeah,
my foot?
absolutely.
Yeah.
You can crush it. Yeah.
I'm slightly slower, but I'm also running towards the king.
Yep. You can get
And then
there. Yeah.
No, I will. But
Yep.
right when I'm here, because as soon as I get close, as I'm running, I'm gonna try the tentacle thing again to hold them in place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the name right now. I just have to remember all of them.
Okay.
It's called Grasping Elsewhere, and I'm gonna use it right and try to use this.
Okay.
I do not do it, but I keep
Do
running.
you want to burn or oblivion?
No,
to make that
because
a
I'm
success?
going to keep
Okay.
running, and
Yep.
I'm just going to physically kick this thing in his chest,
Okay.
because we have to hurt these things.
Yeah.
The bell keeps going off, and it's
Well, you
not
did.
good.
You did try to do an ability and failed. So I mean, narratively,
That's a
we can say.
reaction.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
reaction,
Okay. Fair.
yeah.
Fair. Okay. So you're gonna just fucking kick this
I
guy.
just go in body, so
All right. Yep. Go for it.
not expecting much.
Yeah. Imagine
50.
that's the one where you get the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to like punch this, and I think your or kick whatever it was that
I
you were
kick him
doing.
in the coins, and it,
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say
does
you.
nothing,
I was.
then my
That's
foot
exactly what I was
gets
gonna say.
stuck
You
or
go to kick
something,
him in the
yeah.
coins. Your foot doesn't get stuck or anything, but you go to kick him in the coins, and he bounces back a little bit, but clearly no damage was, done or inflicted. Anything
The
else on your
coins.
turn?
He's not weakened to coins. That's it.
I shout, "Can you take them from him so he has none to throw?"
Was he plucking them from his chest? He was.
It looked.
They were coming from
Yep.
between his
Yeah, they were
fingers.
his fingers.
They're
somewhere.
coming from between his fingers from somewhere. Yep, you didn't see where they were coming from, but they looked like they appeared out of nowhere in his fingers. Moog, it is your turn now.
I know. I've been dreading it.
Yep, hold on though, because you and I need to have a moment here,
Ooh.
because you are acutely aware that you almost died just now, and I want
No,
to
that's
know.
why I've been
Yeah,
dreading this.
I want to know how you know that. Do you think that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was nothing is popping out that's special out of the ordinary. It's
Yep.
just this.
Just
It's
this
the
feeling.
sequence of events.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this thing came up to me and it did its bullshit, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, this very valuable tool was already used by Constantine, and then I'm no worse for wear.
Yeah.
So something insane must have happened. Would be unless you have something you were thinking.
I think that you start to feel it, and then it's taken from you because the ability still existed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there is that equal exchange that's happening. It's just Constantine has stopped it from hurting you. But I will say that you know that to make your offering, you need to be standing at this altar, but you are susceptible to double damage here at this altar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also.
Yeah.
This actually makes my next. Oh, fuck. It's still a hard decision. I know what needs to be done. But it's going to leave Constantine open. And the king invulnerable.
Invulnerable. He's vulnerable for the rest of the round.
Because she, well, you
What
don't
if I
know
don't-
that. Yeah, that's true. Moog doesn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
You don't need to toss a coin though.
Just to make an offering.
No. I mean,
But. what do you
never
mean?
mind. I shouldn't say anything. Never
All
mind.
right.
Because technically, Moog
Isn't
doesn't know
it
that.
his turn next, and then he
Yep.
tosses a coin?
Well, technically, yes, but none of you know that except Cora knows. She mentally told this guy, "I've already tossed the next coin," so he's not going
Yeah.
to toss a coin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. How do you do this, Orcish? How do you have these. And you just go, this is what my character would do, and then you fucking do it.
Well, what would Moog do?
I know exactly what he would do,
Then
but
do
I don't
it.
want to do it
There you
because it's a
go.
bad fucking.
Do it.
It's a bad idea.
Do it.
All right.
You won't.
Fuck, now I will. Hello, chat and fellow listeners. I would like to apologize in advance for everything
getting me
that's
killed.
about to happen.
Hold on. This is, we gotta. All right, Moog, go ahead. What are you doing?
No, keep the other music on. That was perfect for what I'm about to do.
This is Moog's aside music. Let's go. You got this.
All right.
Moog's magic.
I look at the thousand-eye skeleton, and I'm angry. You tried to kill me in one swoop. There's no fun in that. I jump up on the offering table, on the altar. You would ruin my fun, a perfectly good time. My hand lights a fire. For an easy and quick resolution? You who can't see, or maybe you can, who the fuck knows, who cares? My other hand ignites. I'm going to fucking kill you. I am going to light you on fire, to which your friend over there, Dusty, would be in shock if he was still alive. Because guess who did most of that damage? That's right. Me. And I lunge at him, going for his head. And I am going to use the Moth's Touch for that. With one burn, the difficulty... Oh, I have to move as well.
To be clear, when you said you jump up on the altar, you're like using it as a stepping thing, right? You're not like standing as an offering, right?
No.
Just to
I'm
be
not,
clear. Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Just to be clear, you're not in the bowl.
Because you were like,
just to be clear, you did not
like,
put
just
yourself
up
in the
on
bowl.
that. You didn't go anywhere near that middle platform, right? That's like highlighted on the fucking map. You just like stepped over, right?
Oh.
Right?
I'm like-
on the edge.
Oh,
I'm
no.
on
Right?
the edge there.
Right?
Well, you know what? Actually,
Oh my god.
No, Greg.
Don't you dare,
No,
Greg.
Greg. No, you didn't, Greg. You
I
stayed
did
on the
not.
edge, Greg.
I did not that. I was on the edge. I was on the edge.
Can you imagine
I
after
think
I
you
use
need
that
to roll
Hail
for
Mary,
it. I
he
think you need to
jumps
roll for
into
it.
the fucking
Yep.
center and kills himself immediately?
I think
Bowl
you.
on my head.
I think you need to roll for it. I'm so sorry, but you were
all
like
right.
very clearly, I'm hopping over. And the more I
Oh
look
my
at this image,
God.
the more I see there's no way you can do it without crossing over one of the 4 colored things.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just
What,
roll me a D100. No, just a flat D100. 62.
62.
Nothing happens. You're good.
Okay.
Everything's
Holy
fine. You cross the
shit,
thing.
man.
Everything's fine.
Thank God you got that 100 out.
The water.
I already apologized in advance for everything that's about to happen. So I want to
Lips first.
do the damage.
Yeah. Okay. So you, huh.
So I do.
Tell me what you do again. You're
You're
grabbing
lunging at
on
this
either
guy?
side.
He
Yep.
almost did the damage.
Phoebe was the dog with the cupcakes while you were describing that the whole time. You were like monologuing, and Phoebe was like staring at the cupcakes of the map. Like
actually, bro, I was like, oh no, don't do this. Don't do this.
I do have a mechanical question
Yep.
to bring us down.
Yep. I'm good.
Recover us.
If so, as I understand it,
are you
I
doing your
can-
fear shivers? That's how bad that was.
That could have been a campaign ender, bro. Like I was not expecting anyone to
shit.
stand on the altar. I'll tell you in the green room what could have happened. Okay. Anyways,
yes.
please
Hopefully,
continue.
as long as it doesn't happen again.
As I understand it, I
Well,
can
no,
use a
it's gonna
burn
do it now.
to attack twice.
It is moved.
Yes, you can. You
I
can.
stand on the altar.
You can. You
Don't
can.
tell me what to do.
Yeah, you can. You can do burn to do 2 attacks per turn. Yes, you can. Yep.
When do I declare that? So
Right
I
now,
want
it's fine.
to.
You can do it whenever.
Yes, but can I do it after I attack?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I don't see
So
why
I'm going to attack
you wouldn't be able
once.
to, but I think I've just screwed myself somehow. But go on.
Maybe. I'm not going to say another word just
Okay.
in case.
Just in case. No. I wouldn't. If I've said yes, we'll do it, and then maybe next
Okay.
time I'm like, that's broken. Let's not do that again. But yes,
I
I've
think
said
it's
yes for
broken,
this
but
time. So let's.
yes. Okay. All right.
I think it's broken. Well,
I think it's
obviously,
broken.
or you wouldn't have trapped me into saying yes. All right, you attack first. What do you do?
Yes. I have both of his.
Yep.
It's the It's
Yep.
the old Moog special now. Is what I guess I'll call it. I have both of his ears on, and my hands on holding the head. Do I have a? I'm trying to think if I have a shift.
What's your
So I've
burn?
done the coin. My burn's just 1. So
And
if
you
it's
just
30
have
right
the-
now, it's 25.
Yeah, you just, have
Unless-
you just have the 1 shift then from that burn, which is 10, I think.
It's 10. So all right. So what am I rolling for difficulty then?
So it'll be 40 if you've got that
40.
first level. Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right.
And I'm going to let you do this, but I do need you to know he has a reaction that he will be using, and I just don't want to interrupt you. So please do this move first.
82.
Okay, so because you failed, I will allow him to do his reaction now, if that's okay. Unless
Well,
you
I
were
was going to use a burn
to act again.
make it a success.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Well, I
go
was
for
gonna
it.
do it. Make it a
Burn.
success.
Make it a
Success,
success. Yeah. Go
All
for
right.
it.
So then that is 2 damage.
Yep.
But because it's the double, I also get the 1 burn taken away.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All
You're now
right.
back at
and
1.
And then I'm going to use another burn
Another
again.
burn. Yep.
And then I'm going to attack again.
This is not broken. This is how I intended
Okay.
the class to run.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
I want you to
Wonderful.
be using burn and then clearing it and then using it and then clearing it. Yeah. Because basically, if you're at level 4, you're 1 step away from potentially dying. It's like a 1 in 100 chance that you die, but I don't want you to be taken out of the fight immediately. So.
And
Okay.
then there's other bullshit in there that helps with
Yep.
burn-related deaths.
Yep. Okay.
Wonderful.
So-
All right, so then I get to roll again.
Could I? Yes, you do get to roll again. Could I make just a weird narrative suggestion here?
Yes.
Because I do think Moog would know this. If he is near the altar, he'll take double damage.
Is he not near
skeleton?
the altar? The skeleton?
He's not on the steps where you were, right? So you could potentially try to move him.
Is that an
Yeah.
action or?
Yeah, he'd have to do instead
Yeah.
of this other damage that he's doing, he would try to move him or
Okay.
like grapple him. Yeah, or like move him to the. I mean, he's not far. You've got his fucking head in your hands. You could just yank him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do it twice for double damage or do it once for double damage?
Well, he could fail.
We'll do it twice.
I could
Yeah.
fail.
So his
You're just
success
gonna
could.
burn.
Yep. Yeah. His success could do double damage right now, and then he doesn't have to risk the burn and the failure and another burn. Or he could just do it the way he's doing it.
Fuck, that double damage.
Yeah. It is tempting.
It's so tempting.
Mhm.
What
I
would
wanna try
happen
it.
if he did the double damage and took the burn and did the thing, and then would he do double the double damage?
No, he would just do double damage, but the burn is so that he gets to do a second attack this turn, and instead of doing that, he would need to like pull the motherfucker towards the
Right.
altar.
And then the next
It's
turn,
basically
be.
guaranteed double damage since he burned to make this a success, instead of potentially needing to burn twice to do the same amount of damage. That's all.
I want to pull him onto the
Yep.
altar for
Also,
that.
it's fucking cooler, man. You got his
Yeah.
head in his hands. You pull him forward instead of you leaning forward to kiss him. You yank him forward. You kiss him on the forehead, and you do double damage because now he's in altar space. Okay.
Yes.
And those
yes,
who
but-
couldn't see, this is where he was positioned before, like here. So he just yanked him up onto the steps.
right there.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, please continue. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Okay. No. Thank you. So now I get the attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. And that was 40.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Here we are. 6.
This is why you take the This is why you take the chance and yank him forward.
Yes.
Okay. How do you kill it?
Sorry. I
Fucking hell, dude.
start from the skull, and it just lights ablaze as it crumbles, and the fire itself rages down, and its armor melts. The eyes, each of them on its chest, pops from the heat itself and becomes this oozing small puddle, and it smells horrendous. There's no, it's.
Like burned
I'll
flesh?
spare you. It smells like burned flesh, also left out in the sun.
Yeah,
for
because you're
ages.
essentially burning like embalming fluid and stuff.
Yeah.
Off of the Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And he just crumbles. Actually, if I may, he crumbles, the skull still intact in my hands. The rest of him crumbles beneath, and I kiss it on the forehead as the skull turns to dust, and I just blow it out.
Fuck yes.
And then I throw a couple more fireballs at the fucking remains. Because fuck.
You're like, I fucking love that. Like,
Fuck
stay
you.
dead. Okay. Next up is the king's turn. The forgotten king moves his hand as if he's going to do the gesture to throw the coin, tilts his head a little bit, and then his hand jerks back into place and he does nothing else this turn.
I will use my
So-
reaction for this turn to attack him.
So I think you did that, right? You attacked somebody else twice.
Yeah,
No, that was at the
my
end
reaction from
of the last.
last turn, and then my action from
Well,
this
you
turn.
haven't gone yet this time,
Yeah, I have.
right?
He's at
I
the
attacked.
beginning.
Right, but that's what I mean. I think you used your reaction and then you attacked twice, didn't you?
He used his reaction at the end of the turn order before it ticked into
before it
his
ticked
turn
over.
order.
Okay, yep,
and
yep,
then
yep.
it ticked
Yep.
over into him. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's clever. That's clever
So it
shit,
was like
dude.
double back to back.
Yep, smart.
And, but I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. As a vampire, I have heightened senses.
Yes, that is correct.
And I've been pretty close to these things. Mm-hmm. What do they smell like? Particularly, what does it smell like when he takes the coin out from his chest and it is covered in, what did you say?
It looks like it's
Hey.
covered in blood, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it smell like blood?
Yeah, 100% it's blood.
Okay. Yeah, so I attack him.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for it.
Ugh, I failed.
Oh.
Okay, 66
Oh.
doubles.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
Boy.
Okay, what do you think happens?
Maybe my sword gets stuck or
Okay.
something. Or it breaks. Which would be really
Oh, God,
sad.
I don't want to break
Hurt
your
my
sword.
heart.
Yeah, I don't want to break your sword. It's a 66, not a 100. So,
Can you not use a burn or anything to?
you can use a burn. The only time
Make
you
it a
can't
success.
use a burn to make it a success is if you do 100. So if you
As I've
want,
learned.
yep, yeah.
Let's say that it gets just the sword gets stuck, or it
Yep.
and I lose my grip on it, or
Yep.
something like that. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't
You don't want
wanna
to
take
burn? Okay, no worries. So he actually will reach up with a very fluid motion, similar to when he's flipping a coin, and he snatches the sword in his hand. And that's how it kind of gets stuck.
Oh,
Okay.
that's terrifying.
Cora, it is your turn.
It's my turn.
Wait, your turn?
Oh no, sorry. I forgot that
Yeah.
I have to go after. I
That was
go
a
after
reaction.
Stalker. Yep.
Yep.
Sorry. Yep.
Yep.
Also, I had an idea, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, well, I am paralyzed again.
Yep.
And all we have right now to fight is the king.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to do the thing that I tried earlier, the severed hands
Yep.
ability.
Yep. We can do that. You can also move your witch marks.
Oh, can
'Cause
I?
you had 2 more, yeah.
Okay,
You
are
can
those
spend a
two
turn to
separate
move them.
actions?
Nope.
Oh, spend a turn to move them?
Yep.
Okay.
But then you can use a reaction to release it.
But by the time it's my turn again, the king's going to be invulnerable.
No, I mean, right now you could use your turn to move them, and then you could use
Yeah.
your reaction to release them and do double, like hit him
Oh.
twice, yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
Which I don't think that's broken. It feels like it might be broken, but I actually don't think it is. Because when I think about this
It
fight
takes a
in general,
turn to move it.
takes a turn to
Yeah.
move it, and then she can use her reaction. It's just the ability to use your reaction right away. But I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that that's broken. This thing could fucking kill you guys. So yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fine. Also, you guys are like end game characters, so I think this is fine. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. Well, you can choose. You can just do this, or you can roll and potentially critically succeed or critically fail.
I just want to do it because
Yep.
I've already rolled
Yep.
for the marks.
That's
so it
fine.
makes sense that
Yep.
I can just trigger them now.
Yep, you're going to move them then. So what does this look like as you kind of mentally move them? You are restrained physically. And normally, so just so everybody listening knows, normally, no matter what kind of spellcaster you are, unless your class specifically says that you do not need to move to cast, you have to do some sort of somatic or, you have to pick like 3 things that you're doing to kind of help your cast go along. But Cora, with her Ishna, we've already determined she doesn't need to do that anymore. She doesn't need to do that. So she can do this all in her mind, which is incredible. So what does this look like?
I think for me it's kind of like being in a shadowscape or like another dimension where I kind of feel like I have a physical body in my mind and I'm able to do the movements that I would usually do in a physical space. It's just inside my head. So I feel like I would call attention to the magical grip I have that's still holding the other marks in existence, and maybe like tighten my grip on them a little bit, almost like to get an actual physical grip, and then slowly slide them across the ground
Do
on
you
the left and the
imagine that
right
they're
hand side.
connected with thread and you're pulling this like thread to move them? Even if we don't see it and you're not moving, but in your mind palace, you're kind of just doing the thread. Yep. The red thread.
Yeah.
Ariadne.
It's like
okay.
I'm doing hand movements in my head,
Yep.
but whatever is connecting my hand to the magic,
Yep.
the thread
Yep.
is moving them actually.
Fucking yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
So I think the two marks would light up a little bit stronger, like embers, and then slowly slide across the ground until they're both underneath the king.
Amazing. You want to release them now?
Yes,
Yep,
I want to
yep.
release them now and do
Yep.
damage.
Okay. Wonderful. And each mark does 2 right now, right?
According
It
to,
could be wrong. It could also
to
not
3
be
on the-
listed. Yeah.
it's not listed. Yeah, it
Yep.
just says up to 3 on the field, and you can trigger certain effects. So it's whatever
So-
damage he'll take
Yep,
right now.
2. So 2 each. So 4 damage
Ooh.
total.
Okay.
So he, again, oh my God. So I think what we see actually is now bloody coins are going to fall from him. They're going to kind of like erupt as he gets hit. And we'll see like 3 or 4 fall to the ground as he's hit, and he stumbles backward and falls to one knee and tries to steady himself.
Can I try to catch one of the coins?
Yes, you
I've
can.
already used my reaction.
Oh, I was
but-
going to say, you have already reacted. I'll let you roll for it. I don't see why not. Yep.
I also would like some coins, and I would like to. You didn't forget this, and no one would ever.
Right.
Moog is afflicted with magnetism.
You are afflicted with magnetism.
So
But I don't think that you're close enough if I'm looking at the map
well, that's why I was
correctly.
wondering how
Yeah.
far
Yeah.
they ruled. Was
Yep.
my question.
Ooh,
Yep.
Okay,
they
that
could roll.
answers it.
Yeah, if you want to roll for it, go for it. And also, Stalker, you can too.
Are these gold coins? Because gold is not magnetic.
Yeah, I know.
I was
Yes, they
thinking
are.
that too.
Yep.
Then never mind.
Yeah, I'd like to roll to see if I can catch it.
Yep.
Just one.
The iron content of the blood?
26.
26. Yeah, you catch one.
Iron content. in the blood.
As one is like falling from his chest, we just see Stalker reach out. Like it's honestly, you don't even see him reach out. It's just suddenly his hand is there and he's caught a coin. What do you do with it?
I
What do
taste the blood.
you lick the blood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Fuck yeah. Uh-oh.
Make me another roll, please.
What?
Make another whatever your magic roll is.
Okay. A 30?
Yeah.
Oh, a 51.
51. As you lick this coin,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're trying to determine, what are you trying to determine with this lick?
I want to know if I can eat this motherfucker.
I have another follow-up question for you as my cat
Uh-huh.
stares at me lovingly. Do you know what your blood tastes like? Would you recognize it if you tasted it?
Yeah.
Your own?
What my blood
Yes.
tastes like?
Your own blood. Would you
I
recognize
think I probably would because I'm a vampire and I've definitely had my own blood in my mouth
Okay.
many times.
This is your blood on this coin. Without a doubt. That is where we're going to end the session.
No.
Fuck.
No, no.
Until next time.
days we never got to live, they are so real to me. I guess we must have fooled time when we made it through to this side of our memories. Time is all we have, but time is not for real. That makes us a little lost here.